I think that I might be done with multiplayer games. Now, don't take this video as me trying to tell you that you shouldn't play multiplayer games or that you should stop buying multiplayer games. This is just more of a personal video, I guess. Also, I would say in this video, don't read too much into the fact that the footage is from Halo Infinite. This isn't me picking directly on Halo. This is just me venting about multiplayer games in general. And when I say multiplayer games, I don't mean every single game that you can play with other people with. So, player versus enemy games, such as Payday 2, things like that, aren't included in this video. I'm more so on about the PvP experience, Halo Infinite, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty in general, Battle Royales, Fortnite, Apex Legends, anything that is player versus player. A lot of which are FPS shooters and stuff, obviously. Battle Royales and such, and then more arena-focused games like Halo Infinite. And then you've got Call of Duty as well, which I don't even know what's going on with that because I don't even have Modern Warfare 3. I didn't even buy Modern Warfare 2. But, I was playing Halo Infinite the other day, from when this footage is. And, I had, say, 2 hours before I had to get ready to go to work. So I hopped on. Anyone that's playing Infinite at the moment will know that there is a 20-tier Operations Battle Pass that is all completely free. So I'm at like tier 13. I was like, I'll jump on, try and get as many tiers in as I can before work. Because the faster I finish this operation, I can go back and catch up some of my older battle passes, such as Season 2s. So I hop on, I don't know what to play, I jump into Big Team Battle. For those of you that aren't Halo fans, Big Team Battle is basically a 12v12 mode where you get stuff like Slayer, aka Team Deathmatch, capture the flag, strongholds where you have to hold zones to score points. So it's basically the bigger player mode, not on the extreme side that Battlefield is with like the 64-64, but like it's Halo's big mode basically. So I jump into Big Team Battle, everything's okay. I'm having a long walking up, I'm just going to chill on the Xbox for 2 hours, then I'm going to get ready, go to work and do my shift. And every game, every single game, pretty much, the entire day, except I think one, we lost. And I don't really care about losing, especially in a game like Halo Infinite where, you get like 50 XP for winning. It's really not that much. You get more for participating than you do for winning. It's a very forgiving game in terms of, how much XP it gives you and stuff, even if you lose. So I wasn't really that bothered. What I was bothered about was I would re-queue, like I would start matchmaking immediately after the game and I would keep getting the same people. Like I started to remember some of the names and the gamer tags and stuff and the usernames. And again, nothing against these people. I have absolutely nothing against them. Like, they just play better than me. Evidently, they are just better at Halo than I am. And that's fine. I haven't got a problem with that. Like, I'm not one of these people that practices playing whatever game. I'm currently playing 24/7 just to be really, really good at it. It's one of the reasons that I quit here. It's one of the reasons that I quit Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Siege, because I just could not keep up with how good people were and I just did not want to practice. The game became more of a chore than actual fun. So I have nothing against these people being really good at Halo, right? That's absolutely fine. What I'm more just fed up with in terms of multiplayer games these days is, I guess, just constant skill-based matchmaking and how, I don't know, like, as someone who was really late to multiplayer games in general, my first Call of Duty was Black Ops 2. I was incredibly late to, online shooters and stuff. So I've always kind of been, I was always kind of bad at them. I like to think I'm a lot better now than I used to be. My reflexes have definitely improved, although the gameplay in this video might, contradict that because I'm very bad sometimes. And I'm not, it's hard to, I don't know, it's hard to prove that every game has SBMM. It's become a huge topic in the last, year to 2 years of gaming where, every new Call of Duty, this matchmaking sucks, and, I can't have one good game and then have 10 bad games where I just get absolutely curb stomped. But it feels the same when I was playing Halo. You know, some days I have really, really good days where I have like quite a good balance. Not every game's a win, because I don't expect every game to be a win. I don't want every game to be a win. You know, that would just be stupid. But like some days I have really good, like a mixed bag where I get some victories, I get some losses, we get some really close wins and loses where, like, you know, both teams are doing really well, and it's like, you know, 46 points, 47 points, and then the other team's got 48 and it's slowly ticking up, and it's like, oh shit, who's going to actually, you know, win this game? Days like that are the good days, where every game is a mixed bag. I win some, I lose some, I get some really close ones, and it's just all around actually enjoyable, where I feel like I'm playing against people that aren't necessarily better than I am, but I'm not better than them either. We're kind of on like a really, really even playing field where we're both just as good as each other. So it's really like up to just how well we perform that game as to who wins. And then there's other days, like yesterday, which is when this footage is from, where I just get I feel like no matter what I do, I just lose games. Like, I feel like no matter how hard I try, or no matter what I try and do, I just keep losing. There was one person in these games in particular whose name I'm not gonna like point out, because I don't want people to like go find this kid on Xbox or anything, because I just, no, don't do that. So I'm not gonna name drop anyone, you know. But there was one person in particular in these games that I kept seeing repeatedly do really, really well. And funnily enough, the one game of yesterday that I actually won, that person was on my team. So it goes to show how pivotal, you know, the really good players can be. And again, like I said, nothing against people being better at a video game than I am. You know, I'm not actively playing Halo as much as I used to anyway, at least not the multiplayer. I've been grinding MCC instead for the achievements with my good friend Scott, who I've mentioned a couple of times on the channel. You know, I'm not one of these people that's playing the multiplayer 24/7 trying to be really, really good at it. I just hop on to get some cool cosmetics, and then I hop off. That's it, you know? So, you know, it got me thinking, like, I kind of came off before work a little bit early, and I kind of got ready, and I kind of was like, I'm just going to go to work early, because, like, you know, the game was actively pissing me off, and I was like, I'm just going to take a step back, I'm just going to knock it off, I'm just going to go to work, I'm just going to knock it off. I was like, if I keep playing, I'm going to get pissed off, you know, and then I'm going to go to work in a bad mood, and I can't be bothered for that. So I did the common sense thing. I stopped playing, I put the game down, I was like, I'm not enjoying this today. I was like, I'm getting absolutely curb stomped every single game that I play. I was like, I'm doing absolutely terribly in terms of everything. I can't get any kills. I'm not playing objective very well. You know, I'm just all around dragging every team that I'm playing in down. I'm doing, like, terribly. And then just, like, throughout my shift, I was kind of thinking, I was just like, maybe I'm just done with multiplayer games. And, like, not in the sense that I'm not going to play them anymore, because obviously I own multiplayer games. I own Halo. I own Fortnite. You know, I sometimes, very rarely, dabble in Apex Legends and then realise and remember why I stopped playing it. So, when I say I'm kind of done with multiplayer games, I don't so much mean I'm going to stop playing the ones that I already have, but rather, when new ones come out, I'm going to be a lot more hesitant to buy the games, you know? So, like, Modern Warfare 3 is a perfect example. I mean, that game's a perfect example of what not to release anyway. But, like, I played Modern Warfare 2019. I thoroughly enjoyed the campaign. And for the most part, the multiplayer was pretty good. You know, I really did enjoy camo grinding. And then it just got so sweaty that I stopped. You know, it eventually became just too much. It was just not enjoyable anymore. Everyone was running the same loadouts, doing the same strategies, and it just became miserable. Modern Warfare 2 comes out then, and I just didn't buy it because I wanted to get it for the campaign, but I didn't want to get the multiplayer. I didn't want to pay 60-70 quid for a game that I'm only going to play one half of. It just seemed stupid. And then Modern Warfare 3 comes out, and I still haven't bought Modern Warfare 2, so I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get 3 once I eventually get 2 on a price drop or something, just to play the campaign. And then I see how bad it performs, and I hear all these negative things, and I think, yeah, I'm just not gonna bother buying 2 either. I'm just not gonna buy Call of Duty. So, you know, and a lot of people probably feel like that about Call of Duty right now. They're probably thinking, yeah, I don't want to buy it, but for different reasons than me. Like, for me, it's because of multiplayer games. For them, it's because they got a half-baked game with X, Y, and Z wrong on a 3-hour campaign. But, like, it just, you know, I'm so, not, I don't know, fed up, yeah, of just, you know, jumping into casual game modes and social game modes and stuff like that, and it you know, it's just tryhards and sweats, and the matchmaking just wants me to have a bad day. Like, obviously, it's really hard for people to prove anything, and obviously, the minute you start trying to accuse developers of X, Y, and Z, it doesn't look great, and I'm not accusing anyone of anything. Like, if Halo has skill-based matchmaking, which I'm pretty sure it does, it feels like it does, then, you know, it is what it is. That's not my decision. It's not my video game. But I know there are people online that try and, like, look into, like, the percentages and stuff of, like, every X game you have a Z amount of Z games or whatever. So for every good game you have, you'll have, like, 10 terrible games, because the matchmaking is like, okay, you did really well that game. Time for you to do terribly the next 10 against these people. So, you know, when you start trying to prove stuff like that, it becomes very much a grey area, because, you know, you don't want to throw shade at the devs because you enjoy their game, but at the same time, they are technically the people that implemented these systems, so it's kind of hard not to. But I'm just fed up of skill-based matchmaking in video games. I don't know, I just enjoy play versus enemy video games so much more, because everything can just be tailored to how you want it to be. Payday is a perfect example. Payday 2 is a perfect example of why I prefer player versus enemy games, because I can pick the difficulty, and there we go. And the enemies, you can learn how to deal with them, and then they don't change that much. With multiplayer games, the problem becomes you can only learn so much, because everybody plays very differently. So, you know, it's not like practice, and also you can't tailor the difficulty to how you like it. You have to deal with what you're given. And that can make for either a really enjoyable experience or a very miserable experience. And yesterday, playing BTB against some of these people it was honestly miserable. Like, it was really, really unenjoyable, like thoroughly unenjoyable. And it wasn't just me. There were people in game chat, which I never see on Halo, you know, saying, like, people were camping and stuff and sweating, and I kind of joined in, and I was like, yeah, I basically said I've had a pretty bad string of games today myself, and, like, a lot of people were like, oh, this is why this game is dying, and I was like, I wouldn't go that far. Like, Halo's not dying. If anything, Halo's bounced back pretty well, all things considered. But I understood the frustrations of, like, you know, Jesus Christ, we just want to jump on and have fun, and, like, we're just getting stomped. Like, I assumed they were buddies. I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't ask. But, like, it was the same for me. I have work in 2 hours. I just wanted to hop on and have a couple of chill games. And instead, what I got was just tournament level tryhards every single game. And I was just like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I wanted to hop on and have a good time. And now I've just come off because I'm getting annoyed. Like, it's so annoying. Like, it is really frustrating when you just want to have a good time on a game, and matchmaking says, nope, not today. You're going to get absolutely thrashed every game because I said so. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is just me. Like, I don't know if this is... Maybe I'm just bad at video games. Maybe I'm just bad. Maybe I'm just old. You know, maybe I should just stop playing multiplayer games. Maybe I am just terrible now, and I should just stop playing them. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But keep in mind, I am only 23, and that was recent. So I'm not that old. You know, it's not like I'm 35 and, you know, got 2 kids and stuff and have a full-time job and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, haven't got time for video games anymore. Like, I try my best to make video games my life because I love them so much. You know, that's why I make videos about them. So I don't feel like it's a me thing. Maybe it is a skill issue slightly. Like, maybe I do need to practice. Maybe I should start hopping on and practicing a little bit, because I am playing Halo quite a bit more now. So maybe I do need to get on and start practicing more and stop, you know, just jumping on when I feel like. But then I feel like when I start practicing, it becomes not a game, it becomes a chore, because, you know, I jump on to play it and enjoy it. I don't jump on to practice it like a sport. It's not a sport. It's a hobby. So, but there probably will be people watching this video that think, nah, you just need to get good, bro. Like, you're just bad. And maybe I am. Like, maybe that is the reason. Maybe there is no skill-based matchmaking in Halo. Maybe it is just completely random matchups every single time. Maybe I just got extremely unlucky yesterday. Or maybe I'm just terrible at games now and should stop playing them and just go back to solo single-player games and PvE games, because they're easier. You know? Maybe it is just that. I don't know. I don't know if this is just a me thing. Like, let me know in the comments. You know, I'm going to wrap this video up because otherwise I'm just going to keep going on all day. You know, we've been here 15 minutes already. But, like, let me know in the comments. Like, is this just me? Like, is it just me that jumps on multiplayer games and sometimes has really good games, but then other times gets absolutely stomped for no reason? So, or is that a thing that other people experience as well, where you have, like, 1 or 2 really good games, and then for the next 10 to 15, you just get absolutely curb stomped? Or is it just me? Am I just bad? Like, genuinely, like, if this isn't, like, something that happens to you, and it is just a me thing, please tell me. Because at least then I get a bit of clarity on, okay, maybe I do just need practice. Or maybe I should just stop playing the games completely, you know? But yeah, I'm going to leave this video here. Feels good to be getting back into the swing of things. I do want to make another, not so much a follow-up video to this one, but I do want to make a video actually talking about Halo a bit more in depth, because I am quite happy to see that it bounced back. If you go back like nearly a year, I think now, the only Halo video I ever did was one where I was very uncertain of where it was going, because we were all very uncertain of where it was going. So it's nice to see that it is kind of bouncing back. There's still problems with it, but, you know, I'm going to make a separate video on that just to kind of, you know, give my 2 cents on it, so to speak. But, yeah, I'm going to dip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, let me know in the comments below if this is just a me thing, or if other people experience this, because if it is just me, I would love to know, and I would actually get a bit of clarity on the fact that maybe there is no matchmaking in the games that I'm playing, and I am just bad at them, and I do just need practice, and, you know, that would just be great. So, if you enjoyed, please like the video. If you're new around here and you like this type of thing, then consider subscribing. I try to upload at least once every 2 weeks. And yeah, much love, stay safe guys, have a good day, evening / night, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.